Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everybody. This is Dylan with Tucson Future Classics, and that is our 2002 Toyota Avalon XLS Gold. All right, everybody, we're going to do a walk and talk around this thing, and full disclosure, I'm going to have to really try to be unbiased here, because we got this car in about a month ago. I got to drive it when its paint was wrecked, and I fell in love with this car. The interior, the mechanical condition of it were just so incredibly good. We couldn't let bad paint ruin this car. So we had a local paint and body shop shoot it in the original 3N6 Toyota Vintage Red Pearl, and maintaining all the gold Avalon badges and everything. We just wanted the outside of this car to look as good as everything else. It is a 68,000 mile survivor car from right down here in southern Arizona. Spent its whole life in Sierra Vista, and before we cleaned it up, it still had the Fort Huachuca DOD access sticker on the glass, which is pretty cool. It has been phenomenally preserved. I mean, everything on this was done at Sierra Toyota down in Sierra Vista. Even when I drove it, I had to put new wiper blades on it. The blades still had the Toyota emblem. Turn the fan down just a little bit. Pan over, start on the driver's door. Power windows, power door locks. Got a little Heidi cupboard there. Power mirrors, power trunk. JBL premium 7-speaker, 6-speaker plus subwoofer sound system in this. Good, clean dash. All the LCD gauges and everything still work. 68,500 miles on it. Up here, over to the wheel, you got your automatic headlights, fog lights on the inside, usual washers, wipers with spray and intermittent, cruise control module here on the wheel, and right here in the middle with that maple look wood veneer, you've got your JBL premium sound system. 4-speed automatic with overdrive, as on all of these, and that 3-liter V6 puts out about 220 horsepower. With that transmission, it gets you about 21 city, 29 highway, and when I had the pleasure of driving this thing around, I got about 27.5 miles a gallon, cruising at 80 miles an hour, which is pretty darn good. Down here in the center console, this had option package 7, which meant literally everything. So even in here, you've got a household. This one down here is a 12 volt, and in the back seat, you have a household plug. You could plug a blender, a toaster, a karaoke machine in here, whatever you want. It's really cool. Standard big deep glove box. If you're parking it somewhere and want to valet it, that kills your automatic trunk popper, so they can't open the trunk if you use a valet key. Passenger door has the same little cubby pocket there. Door cards the full length of both doors. Forgot to show you on this side. Up here, pretty darn cool. I'm gonna relax my seat into cool guy mode so I can show you. These sun visors, not only do you have programmable for garage doors and gates, but one of the only other vehicles I've seen sun visors split like this in is an old 85 Mercedes I used to own. Goes down. This goes out. That's pretty normal. Flips open for your vanity mirror. But this pops, slides over to block the sun on this side, and you still have another visor to drop down up front. Got your automatic dimming mirror here, map lights, the usual sunglass pocket, big panoramic sunroof. Oh, that's my reflection. Howdy, everybody. Tilts to pop prevent, and with one touch, reset, and it slides all the way back to open. Just to show that it does. Boom. Touch and hold, and it slides all the way forward to closed. I'm a big dude, 6'1" and 260, depending on what scale I stand on. This front seat is still in full recline from me shooting the ceiling and showing you those sun visors, and I fit pretty darn comfy. Got dual vents. This down here is that household outlet I was telling you guys about, which is pretty cool. Door pockets, power windows, got map lights, both sides, boom, boom. Behind me is that JBL sub I was telling you about. And the trunk pass-through is right here. It's keyed so you can lock people out. Boom. You can reach right in, do what you need. The other thing is this armrest doesn't look like it's ever even been down, because if you flip it up, all packed away, nicey nice. Jumping back to the trunk, I want to point out, like everywhere else, the gold Toyota badges, which were a pretty costly option at the time. And one cool thing about this, one more cool thing, this is a factory spoiler, and you can tell because it has the integrated LED third eye brake light here. And if you look at the back where the JBL subwoofer is, there's a blanking plate. If this was an aftermarket spoiler, that wouldn't be there. Going down in all the factory Avalon mats, you can see your pass through there. There's that subwoofer. And this is going to take a little bit of doing from me, but if I get these rugs up, there's a clip on this side, I gotta kind of ease it over. But underneath, the factory particle board is still here. So under here, you've got your jack. In the middle here, as I fight, I have to unscrew this, but I'll make it real fast, because under here, and this is all the factory Toyota hardware, which is pretty darn cool. Set that to the side. If I lift this up, not only is the factory hardware under here, but it has a full-size spare that has been changed in the vehicle's life. So this is not the factory full-size spare, but a newer one. And these never exist on these cars. A color-matched Toyota retainer to hold that full-size spare in place so it doesn't shake and rattle around. I would usually jump onto the engine bay by saying, let's go look at the greasy bits, but there are no greasy bits here. This car, like I said, has been incredibly well maintained. Coolant, power steering wrapping around to the back, fresh belts, no leaks, no drips. I mean, God, even up front here, that's a Toyota factory True Start battery. 84-month warranty, date code of 2023. Before I get to driving, one more cool thing to show you all. This is your driver information screen. It's the old Toyota computer, but shows you everything. Average fuel economy, average speed, range to empty, trip time, instant economy. It's a really cool touch, and the way they integrated it into the floating dashboard look, how it wraps all the way around. It's just a really nice look and shows great attention to detail from Toyota back in the day. Just keeps pulling. It's good. And you know what? Hard. Not going to kick ABS on. But that was about 3. Half pedal. No shake. No shutter. No dive. I'm going to do that 0 to 40 to 0 to show you the ABS and how just straight and true this thing tracks. So, here we go. Full ABS braking, no pull, no axle hop, no drama at all. I want to take a second and play with this a little bit more. Figured out I can get away with about 15 seconds of music before YouTube hits us. So, just to give you an idea. It bumps. This is in pretty much everything but a badge a Lexus. And it shows in the way it was put together. I mean, going over those railroad tracks, those rough city roads, there's no real squeaks or rattles. None of the interior componentry is rubbing against itself or rattling loose. Even after, God, 23 years and 68,500 miles. Yeah, pretty pretty remarkable. But we're back at the yard. I'll give you one last walk around and hit you with the call to actions. We are Tucson Future Classics. We are an appointment-only dealership. We can be found at TucsonFutureClassics.com, and that is where you will find an entire suite of photos, the Carfax history on this car, and a full descriptive write-up as well. We're on Facebook, Instagram. You can email us, send us a text message. However you message us, we will see it, and we will be here waiting to see you. I hope you've enjoyed checking this vehicle out as much as I've enjoyed showing it off. And as always, I've been Dylan. We'll see you soon.